Okay, so we know these are good. Now, next thing we'll measure them. For your diameter. So that takes a checking standard, Ringmaster. So over here is the honing department. Go set up our hone. See what diameter we got our rods cut at right now. So, see if I get this in my way here enough to not bother me too bad. It'll fill. Don't know. Oh, piece of wood. Okay, so we got to set our gauge here. The gauge has to be accurate. It's not good. So this is going to be 0 to be accurate. Appears to be 0 each time, so it's good. Okay. Now, take our rods, we stick them on here and see what the gauge says. Okay, these are 2 thou, 2.2 thou undersize. So these have brand new rod race in them that have not been honed to size yet. This one's a 2.5. So it's going to be somewhere around, give or take, half a thou from 0, depending on what the crank pin is and roller diameter are and all that stuff. Okay, so we know these have not been honed yet, so they got to be honed, which is fine. At least now we know. Okay, I suspected that before, but I wasn't sure. Okay, now we got to figure out what we're going to do for honing. So now we got to measure up our new parts, see what we got. Put our tools away too. Every time you use the gauge, you got to remeasure it, reset it. Put your tools away every time in the same place. You don't lose them. If you clean them, they're clean next time you need them. There you go, right nearby, but out of the way. Same with this tool. Where's my toolbox? This one's for an Evo. 1 thou bigger. I marked on the end so I know it's Evo. They look the same other than that. This one's for a sportster, this one's for an 80-inch. Doesn't matter. Same diameter. That is same diameter for the sock size. They're 1 thou different. Okay, so these are clean. Not. This was rebuilt, rethreaded, cleaned up, good to go. And I re-cleaned it again today. It's clean. These are clean. All this stuff's clean, ready to be assembled. So we have rod cages with standard bearings, and we have rod cages in case we need oversized bearings. Obviously, with a brand new set of rod races and the rods, we're going to go to standard bearings. This is a new crank pin. This one's a new pinion shaft. Both these are gems. Gems aren't the best out there, but they're pretty damn good. Excel's the best, but you can't buy them. Except for me. Maybe, if I have any luck. They haven't made those in about 15 years now. Okay, this is a brand new crank pin, oiled up, so don't rust. There's no markings on it, no pitting, no acid etching, no scratches, no nothing. Ground to a real fine finish. They're nice. They're expensive too, but yeah, they are what they are. Okay, there's the crank pin. Oh, and if you know you got a gem, it says so on the end of it. Gems. That's how you know. There's the pinion shaft. It must be new, it's still sealed. Just the oil's not quite as thick on it. Very thin at coating actually. Okay, these will have to be cleaned before we use them, but same deal, they're nice and smooth and good to go. Okay, so that's all this stuff. Okay, keep those for numbers for later. Okay, this is our new cages and bearings. Gonna drop at least once to make sure it's good. They haven't been cleaned yet, they don't go over there. Keep your table clean. The parts stay clean when you touch the table. Okay, there's your new rollers. Short ones and long ones. There's twice as many of the short ones as the long ones. Guess why? 1 and 2. Okay, now we have to measure these to know what diameter we're going to cut things to. So this has to do with the case, which we're not there yet. This has to do with the crank, which we are in the middle of doing right now. We have our 1-inch carbide tipped mic with a veneer scale on to tenths, so you can measure pretty damn close. Those are for the rollers. This is the mic here. This is not carbide tipped. I like this one though. So it's accurate, and it has a tenth scale on it also. I've had this mic, I've been using it for so many years. It's still got my name in here from when I used this in tool and die, or in junior, or in college, 1 to 2. I marked it. Either way, that was a long time ago. Okay, we measure this thing. Yeah, that's surprising. Crank pin's on size. It's on 0. Usually they're like 8/10 to 1/1000 under. So when you grind your rod to 0, it fits. You have clearance built in. This does not have clearance built in. That'd have been great if this was a used set of rods. That gives me an extra 1/1000 to work with. That is not great now because now it screws me all up because I have to hone it out more. Oh well. You look on the 10th scale over here, you're on the 1 right there. The 0, first in line, which is 0. So it's right on the money. Round, straight, true, to 1/10. It's good. So, bad for clearancing, but good for quality. Okay, now we got to take our rollers. We got to measure them. See what size they are. You would think they'd be all standard. They're not. They're usually 2/10 under. That's measuring with 2 different mics, and they're both set. I usually grab 2 or 3 rollers. I got 4. And you measure them. They're 3/16, which is 187.5. You can see right here they're 187.25. You go over and look on your tenth scale. It's on to 3. 2/10 under. We got this time 3 again. That's 2. I see a pattern. This one's about 2.5. See, it's right even between 2 and 3 on the line, right in the middle. So it's 2.5 under. That'd be 25 millionths of an inch if you want to go out to 6 digits. Sounds impressive, but it's 2 1/4 tenths. This one looks smaller. Nope. It's right on 3 again. Okay. We're going to call these 3. Clean rag. Put my rollers over here so I don't lose them. These have a light coat of oil on them. Probably clean. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, see if these are the same amount or they're different. What a shocker, we're at 3. Once again, you won't want any markings on these. They should be nice, shiny, clean. Okay, that one is 4. What happened here? Make sure they have any grit on it. Now it's 3. A little piece of grit on there. Now the mic has to be set to your feel. That's why it always comes up same when I'm using it. 3 again. Appears to be 3 is standard. Okay. Now for clearance, depending on application, you run 9/10 stock, 1 thou, which is 10/10 if you drive it hard, 11 to 12 you drive it harder yet, and for racing you run a lot more than that, way more. So right now with the numbers, we know this is standard. We know that these are 2/10 under. That's 2/10 per side. That's 4/10 less than standard. When you add it up, you want a thou clearance. 4/10 under that means 6/10. So we're 6/10 above our 0 point. 0 point was that dial we put over there that was 0. Remember that dial? So that's all done in my head. I don't care about individual numbers. I care about individual from 0 plus negatives. Crank pin was right on the money. 0. Clearance is 1 up. That's 1 plus 1. Bearings should have been right at +1 if they were standard. They're not standard. They're 2/10 under per side. That's 4 less. Take 4 off 1, you got 6/10. So you need to be 6/10 on your dial. On the negative side, oh no, excuse me, on the positive side. So you have to go bigger. So that's how you do the numbers. It's called math. It's also called inductive reasoning. Yeah. I mean, you gotta use your brain. Okay, so we already set this thing at 0. 0 is 0 on the mic. That's 0 over there. We already know we gotta go to 6 right here. 6/10 under 0 to be tight standard. And this one we're at 2.5. On this one we're 2.2. This one we're 2.3. 2.3 thou. That's 23/10 of a thou undersize plus 6. So we got to take out 29/10 of a thousandths, or 2.9 thousandths, to get to the number I want. That's cold. These grow 2 to 3/10 from heat when you're honing. You have to cool them and measure them again. So you got to put a little extra in there. And lately the clearances have been running a little tight. They feel tight, so I usually give them a couple extra tenths to make them feel better. So either way, we want somewhere between 6 and 8 on that dial when I'm done. So that's what we're going to go for. And we want that to be round, true, and straight. That means all equal numbers. Okay, got all that? Simple. No problem. Next we have to do this side. Got to fit it too. And then we got a bushing we got to fit on this one. These are multiple things we got to do. I don't know why they thread that. There's nothing that goes in there. Oh well. Alright, we'll be back.